Hi Pisces, thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Patty Boyle at the Healing Room, and we will be discussing the forecast for April 2017, love, money, and health. Before I get started, I always like to let everyone know that I do not believe in coincidence, and if you are currently viewing this channel, that means you were guided here by your highest level spirit guides and angels, God, Goddess, all the above. And whatever you call them, everybody's got their own choices to pick whoever they worship. Um, I would also advise all of you guys to look for your moon and your ascending sign in addition to your sun sign. So this is for Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. And, I suggest everyone find out at least their moon and their ascendant because you'll get a more comprehensive view each month. And there'll be some months that you'll actually get more information from your rising or your moon sign. They'll actually carry more weight. The Healing Room Crystals at gmail.com. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I can either send you a video like this to your email, that's private, or I can email to you answers to the questions that you email me. All right, so I've already pulled the cards for April 2017. I apologize that it's so late. I was going to roll these out at the beginning of the month, but April has been a complete whirlwind for me, and as a result, this is actually more of a reading for mid-month to the end of April. So let's take a look. Love, money, and health. Again, I've already pulled the cards, so let's take a look together. All right. So to start with, we will have the love sector. All right. So in love, we have balance and release. So these cards here are from Doreen Virtue. Now she's got a tarot deck it's called Angel Tarot cards. So they're exact, 78 cards, just like the Rider-Waite. However, the images are beautiful, and some of them, some of the Rider-Waite images are a little too much for people. So I do love this deck, and I love a lot of decks, but again, I do favor a few, and I favor this one. So balance, which is a temperance card in the Rider-Waite deck, and the undercurrent is release. So I'm going to read these a couple different ways. Again, these are general readings, so we'll do the best we can. This won't be for everybody, but definitely be for different populations of the viewers who watch. So to begin with the temperance or balance card, if you are somebody who is in a relationship, what you need to learn is how to balance through discussion, forgiveness, and trying to acquire compassion for your partner. Balance the relationship. It means now you could be in a situation where you almost feel like you're consumed by the other person, like you've even forgotten what you like and don't like because you're actually getting absorbed into the other person, which isn't doing either of you any good. So this card is a reminder that says, you know what, step back, balance yourself like a pillar, and then go back in, and that way you can, you'll feel more balanced. The relationship will thrive, because in relationships, you're supposed to learn from each other, okay? And they also want you to release, if you're in a current relationship, release things that no longer serve you within the relationship. Maybe there's a hurt that occurred. Maybe somebody wasn't faithful, or maybe somebody, they said they were doing one thing and they did another. And you said, okay, I'm going to forgive you. But then you bring it up in every argument. You say, oh, I'm going to forgive you and let's work it out and blah, blah, blah. And, you go to counseling and whatever. But it's still a part of every time, you guys argue about toast, it comes up. So what they're saying is, in order for you to be fully balanced and staying in this relationship, you have got to work on releasing and forgiving things that no longer serve you. Okay. And, balance any sort of, because what happens is you'll get a distorted viewpoint of the other person because of you're looking through your eyes, experiencing your pain. So what happens is, if somebody hurts you in a relationship, and let's be honest, every partner is going to hurt you. It's just how they roll, okay? It's life. We hurt each other. A lot of times we don't even know we're doing it. And so you get a skewed vision of this person. They're basically telling you to pull out and balance yourself and then re-enter. So in other words, I mean, you may have to actually take a hiatus with the person. Say, you know what, give me a weekend. I'm going to the Regents, the Hyatt, I'll rent a room up there, and um, just let me get my bearings, because I'm feeling out of sorts, because there's stuff that you've done that's really taken its toll on me. Or this could just be a situation where, you're constantly jabbing this person because you don't confront what really the root of the problem. So it's like, you're yelling about, them leaving the ketchup out. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not really the issue. So what they want you to do is balance, and the balance card in the emotional romance sector also says it's time to discuss your differences. It's time to be wide open with them, to open them up so that you can balance, compromise, talk about, okay? And that way, and you could even say, listen, this is the boundaries I need, okay? And I need us to release, I don't, you can't do that anymore, because I won't go through that pain again. And, oftentimes the partner will be like, you know what, I didn't realize that. Of course, whatever you need. So yeah, it's basically saying honest, open communication to balance the scales, and also going within, okay? Balance yourself first, then move into the relationship and have the talk. Because if you pull out and you balance yourself, you'll actually understand what the root of the issue is. You may be jabbing, and you're not really even seeing clearly what the real issue is yourself, okay? So that's what they're telling you to do, okay? They're major cards, so it's important. It's one of your life lessons. If you're somebody who is not currently in a relationship, they're basically saying, time for you to balance yourself, okay? Time to balance your life, okay? And please do yourself a favor. Sometimes this also signifies somebody that you keep, going back and forth with, and they're saying, we want you to release this individual, because it's not allowing you to meet somebody new and fully committing. So they're basically saying, you know what, it's the end of the phase here. The end of the phase in this love and romance sector, okay? And this, it's not easy. You can love somebody and, know that you can't be together. It happens. It's pretty common, but it's heartbreaking. And they want you to understand that there are better things on the horizon for you. And what they'd like you to do to start with when it comes to love and romance is balance yourself. So you can only be with somebody who's on your same frequency. So you want to meet somebody when you're at your best. Like, you don't want to meet somebody when you're at your worst and you feel like crap about yourself, because guess what you're attracting? Someone else who feels like crap about themselves. And eventually, when you get your crap together, you'll be looking at them going, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So what they're saying is, do the things that make you feel good, all right? Make you happy. If you need to work on yourself in mind, body, and spirit, like meditate, eat right, work out, start doing hobbies that bring you joy, or, do it. Because when you balance, you attract somebody. When you're balanced and you're quenching what makes you joyful and you're proud of who you are, you will attract somebody who is also quenching what makes them joyful and who is proud of who they are. And that is what starts the long-term commitment. That's a nice base. That's what we're all shooting for, okay? Next, in the money sector, it looks as if there is issues with Five of Water, which is Five of Cups. What they want you to do is get back into the flow of money, okay? Because it's kind of left you a little bit, okay? And you're kind of feeling like you're bleeding money a little bit, okay? They would like you to look into either moonlighting, asking for a raise, or doing something like Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands, okay? So it's getting to you here. You feel like money is really just going out, like money's going out. And, if I look at the blurb that's in the bottom of the Doreen Virtue card, again, she actually prints out definitions on each of her cards. And this one says the Five of Water, things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Now, this could mean a job that you're already in, that maybe, let's just say, you expected to make more money, or they promised you a raise and it hasn't come, or you're promised, oh, you'll make this much in commissions, and you haven't, all right? So what they want you to do is, initiate a change, okay? Five of Fire means there's issues, there's details. You've got to fix things, okay? And it also means that there is some unsettledness within you. Your thoughts are kind of running away with you. Like you're like, is this going to be forever? Like, I want to be happy. I want to make money. And they want you to get into the flow of money again, okay? Especially when I see a water card, it's definitely getting into the flow. It could be as easy as just saying, I am in the flow of money every day. That's it. Say it every day, okay? Say it in the shower. I am in the flow of money every day. Money comes to me easily and joyfully. That's it. The end. All right? The power of your words is amazing. All right? Understand that. So in addition to that, I pulled two clarifiers, okay? So they really want you to, this is the Two of Earth, okay? Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. This feels to me like maybe you're bleeding money to loved ones, okay? And even though you love them and you want to help them, it's that nagging, oh my gosh, but how am I going to pay the bills? You know what I mean? And they want you to just lighten up and let you know that it's going to work out. The High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. So here is in summary. I would surmise this as what the message is. You are bleeding money right now, and it's upsetting to you. Okay, so they're wanting you to find either another job to moonlight, ask for a raise, or look for another job altogether. Now, if you like your job, just moonlight. Just, look for some piddly, stupid job that you don't have to think too much, just to get yourself on your feet again, so that you'll stop worrying so much about robbing Peter to pay Paul, because the Two of Earth is the Two of Pentacles, which is the juggling card. It does mean successful juggling, however. It means great success with juggling, as long as you're relaxed about it, okay? And the Five of Fire, Five of Wands, means you're worried about it. You have a million thoughts in your head. But they're letting you know that, don't worry, the answer's here. You're going to get guidance. You may be offered like a little second job. You may just find something on Craigslist, but it's not easy for you right now in the money sector. Just when you thought, it's almost like one of those things, just when you thought you had money saved up, car breaks down. Do you see what I'm saying? Or, your son or your daughter says, you know what? I'm about to get evicted. You have a few hundred, and you can't say no to these things. Of course not. Yeah, love you, of course, here. But in the meantime, you're feeling like, but I don't know how I'm going to handle life. You're going to handle life fine. This is great success in juggling, okay? But they want you, and Five of Fire, Five of Wands, definitely move on the idea of you can fix this. I feel like what's going to happen is this. You're going to look into getting either a second job, or maybe, do something online, or do something you love on the side. And suddenly you're going to be really light, and it's going to be easy. And one of two things can happen. That everything opens up and you get a raise, or another job opportunity comes, or this hobby that you're doing on the side becomes something that you do full time. So I almost feel like they're trying to push you to do what you love by making it not so easy for you to get money through the 9 to 5 that you have right now. Now, for those of you who don't have a 9 to 5, the problem here is you've got to figure out it's not even figuring out, you've got to relax to get the answers, the High Priestess. All right? Keep plugging away. Don't lose hope. Don't be disappointed, okay? It's going to come. Like I said, get a stupid piddly job for now. It's not the end of the world. You'll be fine. It'll definitely work out. Again, great success in the juggle. All right? But you have to listen to your intuition. This is where all the answers lie. And don't get caught up in the disappointment and sadness and, the stressful overthinking, because I'm going to tell you what, you just walking outside in nature, you just, if you want to meditate, even if you're one of those people who has a hard time quieting your mind, you literally could put on, one of those meditations, that walk you through it. And it'll quiet your mind. And then, after that, maybe you hit the shower and suddenly you get an idea because you actually relaxed your mind. This sounds like, what's going on here is your mind's too busy and the universe has been trying to give you answers on how to fix your money situation. They do want you to say, definitely get in the flow of money. So you, like I said, use the mantra, use the affirmation. I am in the flow of money every day. Money comes to me easily and joyfully. Boom. Okay. I always tell people, do it. You know what? Do it 5-10 minutes in the shower. Say it out loud. When you say your voice, when you speak your voice, your ears hear, and it actually is more powerful. Okay. But because of the 5 of fire, the high priestess hasn't been able to, you're actually the high priestess, especially because you're a Pisces, you're so psychic. But the stress has stopped you from hearing or, heeding the signs, okay? Because this is solved, all right? This is solved this month, okay? All right, and the last set of cards is for your health sector. And what's going on here is Page of Earth is basically, they're asking you, if you have an affliction, okay, they want you to do things in a very natural way, okay? It doesn't mean you have to get rid of allopathic medicine, but it means in addition, if you don't want to get rid of it, believe me, I'm all for, I'm an herbalist, so I'm all for, all natural, but, I would never dictate to someone. And I'm a firm believer that whatever practitioner you go to, you were guided to, whether that's, your medical doctor or a naturopath or an herbalist or a homeopath or whatever. So the Page of Earth is saying continue your natural remedies, okay? And sometimes this means having afflictions in the knees or digestion, neck, but this is very, very easily solved with things of the earth, herbs, eating more vegetables and fruits of the earth, also minerals. A lot of us are deficient in minerals. A lot of times magnesium cures everything because all of us are deficient in it, and it's a very fragile mineral. So calcium, magnesium, potassium, a lot of those 3 electrolytes can change everything in many people. So what they're really emphasizing is this: you be strict about your natural regimen, watch what happens. Not only will you start to see the affliction dissipate, if you don't have an affliction, you're going to feel like the energy goes through the roof. Because your answer lies in organization and, being disciplined in these natural remedies, whether it's juicing, whether it's all the above or 1 or 2 things that you pick. But they're basically saying that, you guys are so highly psychic that, you're going to have sensitive constitutions. You're kind of naturally empaths too. So if you walk in a room, like, you collect everybody else's energy. And in addition to that, please do yourselves a favor and get near water as much as possible. And if you can't, then in addition, take baths, with Epsom salts or, Dead Sea salts, or because you have to wash off the stuff that's kind of collected on your auric field. Because you guys, you feel everybody's feelings, Again, Pisces, you're like seriously super psychic, like you're literally like the most psychic sign. So yeah, but everything is actually, the only thing you're really looking to work out is, take heed of any signs you get when it comes to increasing your abundance, because you're going to be on the right path, but they want you kind of to know that you got this. Everything's going to work out, which you already may know this, but with the 2 of Pentacles, you may have to rob Peter to pay Paul for a while, but it's successful juggling, because, and you also look at the Rider-Waite deck and there's the infinity sign around the 2 coins or the 2 pentacles, which means guaranteed success. Everything works out. Everything, everything is well, in creation. So, all right, guys. So I hope that helped, Pisces. Again, if you'd like to get a private reading with me, you can get in touch with me at thehealingroomcrystals@gmail.com. And I absolutely positively hope you guys have a wonderful remainder of April. And I look forward to speaking to you guys again for the month of May. Thanks so much and take care.